The independent auditor's report is found on pages 25 to 27 of the annual report.
They are circulated to shareholders.
Now call on Mr. Olusegun Banana, representing the independent auditor, BDO, to please read the auditor's report.
Thank you very much, sir. Chairman, shareholders. Chairman, shareholders, ladies and gentlemen, the report was on pages 25, 26, and 27. May I crave the indulgence of the chairman to summarize the report as follows by reading paragraph 1, 2, and 7 of the report.
Yes, go ahead.
Thank you very much, sir. Report of the independent auditors to the shareholders of John HOLT PLC and its subsidiary companies. Report on the audit of the consolidated and separate financial statements. Opinion. We have audited the accompanying consolidated and separate financial statements of John HOLT PLC, the company, and its subsidiary companies, together the group, which comprise the consolidated and separate statement of financial position as at 30th September 2022, the consolidated and separate statement of profit or loss and other comprehensive income, consolidated and separate statement of changes in equity, and consolidated and separate statement of cash flows for the year then ended, and notes to the consolidated and separate financial statements, including a summary of the senior accounting policies and other explanatory notes. In our opinion, the consolidated and separate financial statements give a true and fair view of the state of affairs of the consolidated and separate financial position of John HOLT PLC and its subsidiary companies as of 30th September 2022, and of the financial performance and cash flows for the year then ended, in accordance with the International Financial Reporting Standards issued by International Accounting Standards Board and in compliance with the relevant provisions of the Financial Reporting Council of Nigeria Act No. 6, 2011 and the Companies and Allied Matter Act 2020. Basis for opinion. We conducted our audit in accordance with International Standard on Auditing, IAS. Our responsibilities under those standards are further described in the auditor's responsibilities for the audit of the consolidated and separate financial statement section of this report. We are independent of the group in accordance with the International Ethics Standard Board for Accountant Code of Ethics for Professional Accountants, together with the ethical requirements that are relevant to audit of the financial statement in Nigeria. And we have fulfilled our other ethical responsibilities in accordance with the requirements and the International Ethics Standard Board Code. We believe that the evidence obtained is sufficient and appropriate to provide a basis for our opinion. Page 27. Report on other legal and regulatory requirements. The Companies and Allied Matters Act 2020 requires that in carrying out our audit, we consider and report to you on the following matters. We confirm that 1. We have obtained all the information and explanation which, to the best of our knowledge and belief, were necessary for the purpose of our audit. 2. In our opinion, proper books of accounts have been kept by the company and its subsidiaries. And 3. The company and its subsidiaries' statement of financial position and statement of profit or loss and other comprehensive income are in agreement with the books of accounts. Signed by Oluwagbemiga Yakibayo for BDO Professional Services, Chartered Accountants in Lagos, Nigeria, the 30th January 2023. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
May I now call on Chief Oluakoni, the Chairman of Statutory Audit Committee, to present the report of the Audit Committee.
Found on page 24.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman.
Report of the Audit Committee to members of John HOLT PSC. John HOLT PSC compliance with regulatory requirements. The company continues to ensure that it complies with all regulatory requirements as there were no contraventions during the year ended 30th September 2022. In accordance with the provisions of Section 404, subsection 7 of the Companies and Allied Matters Act of Nigeria 2020,
We
found that the
confirm
accounting
that
and
the
reporting
accounting
policies of the company are in accordance with legal requirements and agreed ethical practices. In our opinion, the scope and planning of the audit for the year ended 30th September 2022 were adequate, and having reviewed the auditor's report and opinion, as well as findings on management matters and with management's responses thereto, we are duly satisfied.
dated Mr. 20th of January 2023.
Oluakoni, Chairman, signed. The members of the committee are Mr. E. Oluakoni, representing shareholders, is the chairman. Mr. Christopher Nwaguru, shareholder member. Mr. Samuel Mpamungu, shareholder member. Mr. Adim Jubuno, director, member, appointed on 17 February 2022. Mr. Paul News, director, member, deceased 13 November 2021. Mr. David Pamley, director, member, resigned 29 June 2022. And Mr. Sherif Mujirola Yusuf, director, member, resigned 31st December 2021. Thank you.
We have now come to the first item on the agenda, which is to lay before the meeting the consolidated financial statements for the financial year ended 30th September 2022 and the reports of the directors, auditors, and audit committee thereon. I now formally present and lay before you the audited financial statements as of 30 September 2022 and the reports of directors, auditors, and audit committee thereon, which have been sent to all the shareholders as provided by Section 381 of CAMA 2020. I shall be pleased
To answer any or take any comments, any of your questions on
on
the
the
report and accounts
before we proceed to the next business on the agenda. We could assist if you refer to the page of the report and accounts of which your question relates.
and restrict questions to one item. In order to
To
give
give
opportunity to other shareholders,
shareholders.
please
Please
remember
remember
to
to
unmute,
unmute, put on your video, and state your names. Are there questions or comments, please?
Yes, Chairman. Can I go on? Chairman. My hands are up both physical and virtual. Chairman, I'm not hearing you. I've been muted. Can I speak on?
Go ahead.
Thank you, sir. Well, good morning, Chairman, board members, esteemed shareholders, regulatory authorities, representatives with us, and others who are watching virtually. My name is Anthony Omoni Kamojola. I carry so many titles, Prince, Evangelist, Doctor. Just leave that one by this way. Well, I thank God for being alive and witness this year's annual general meeting of our company, John HOLT PLC. Greetings to everyone and sundry. I appreciate the board and the management in their efforts to stay afloat, given the conditions which companies and organizations operate in Nigeria and other environments, which has not been the best. So being able to stay afloat is to the grace of God. So we thank God for that. I'll be speaking generally, not being specific as someone who has been with John HOLT for many years, as a former member and chairman of the committee, who have been watching things as they are going on. Actually, collaboration so that our local assembly units can do better. We need more efforts on advertisements on our products to at least starting from ECOWAS region before going to other African countries, so that we can take advantage of AGOA and the rest of them and serve them well, so that we can earn foreign exchange instead of having to pay FX all the time. If we have good service and we render our services to them, we have good products which we give to them and they buy, we definitely make some earning, and this will be good for us. I also want to encourage the board and management to allow for affiliate marketers who are online 24/7, who can help us to market our products, and this to be done at no extra cost to the company. I can personally be of some assistance in that area. When we talk of product varieties, we have more than enough to sustain us if we price right and we market right. We have generators, boat engines, what have you, technical product, leasing, sales and servicing, etc. The whole cooling, Yamaco, Marine, manufacturing. Of course, even if our properties alone is more than enough to sustain us in terms of capability of the company. I don't know why we are not maintaining our steady earnings. What I have found out is that this year is positive development. Declaring and forwarding, parking, removal, warehousing, etc. etc. We have equipment removal, cargo, and so on. Now let me mention all the services units. But what I'm saying is that we need retreat for both board and management and all relevant stakeholders of the company to be able to have a new direction and proper focus. Of course, I can be of help in this area too. Look, our independent power product or project rather, it's enough to sustain us if we market very well. Look at John HOLT construction. What are we doing with all this? We need to do more. And we believe in the capability and the energy of the resourceful board and management which we have. So let us do something more meaningful so that these shareholders that have been there at least on the last count, I know we will pay dividend last 2005. That's been a long time. Many companies were formed after that, and they made shareholders smile in this Nigeria, notwithstanding what. Well, they are good. Even this year, our earnings per share, 138.72, is enough. Why don't I on top to shareholder, to show appreciation, to show commitment? I beg, I'm urging you and positive performance. All this in and out, negative, minus, plus all the time is not good for us. Well, I wish us very well. And finally, our chairman, congratulations, is of ripe age, and you put in some younger and valuable experience, and of course, the management should be able to do better. Thank you. God be with each and every one of us. Bye.
Any other questions or comments? Any other questions or comments?
Yes, Mr. Chairman. Yes, Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Bright. Mr. Bright.
Yes. Thank you, Mr. Chairman, for the opportunity for me to speak.
Go on.
I am.
Go on.
Hello?
Go right ahead, please.
Hello?
Go right ahead, please.
Okay. I am Honorable Bright Umwabuogo. I am the National President of ABBA Shareholders Association of Nigeria. In the G3, I give room for others to speak. Mr. Chairman, other erudite scholars on the board of John HOLT PSC, I want to acknowledge the good performance of this company. Despite the financial quagmire, John HOLT were able to produce some significant results in respect to this annual report, this financial report we are considering today. Mr. Chairman, I am going to be brief. The last speaker said some things that triggered my interest, which I digress a little. The area of whistleblowing policies. Is there any policies of this company they have to protect the identity of the whistleblowers from being harmed from other people? That's my first question, sir. My second question is, in terms of donations, the company, page 15, donations. I am from Abia State. I want to solicit for support of this company to look inwardly, to reach out for those disabled in Aba or some areas company chose fit to make some donation. The donation they made here is quite appreciable. I want them to do more. The area of employment, from the chairman's statement, I discovered that only one disabled was employed. But I want to make a case out of this. We have learned disabled persons in Nigeria that are principally guided in the areas of accounting. They major in accounting so that they can flourish in this company. It will add bite to the company and give them sense of belonging. Some of the disabled, if the company can look inwardly and accommodate some of them. I know things, it has not been easy for John HOLT, and I want to oblige the board again. John HOLT, they've tried. Things have not been easy for John HOLT. Sir, my question is, the area of solar can't John HOLT go into solar? Because of the way things are going, the harsh economic policies, petroleum, gas, and etc. Can't John HOLT go into solar distribution? It will add more revenue. Like the last speaker, Dr. Mojara said, ADVAT is going to help John HOLT to remain afloat in the business, sir. Finally, sir, with respect, sir, John HOLT is not a political organization, but I want to applaud and lure them to come to Aba. We have a new government. Government can buy equipment from our company. It's going to add bite revenue aspect. Liaise with some government officials. I have served my state in various capacity. John HOLT and other companies can come over. Liaise with some government, they can buy lister, they can do one business with us by joining hands with John HOLT. I know it will going to increase the revenue of this company, sir. That's the area I want you people to look inwardly. The account will have improvements, and we pray that next year things will improve so that shareholders will get some dividend. That's the bedrock of investment. When you invest, you get your returns back. Mr. Chairman, thank you. That's my little contribution, sir. Thank you, sir.
Very much. Are there any more questions or comments?
Mr. Chairman, kindly read our chat. I have questions in the chat.
Hello, Mr. Adesina, can you come in, please?
People raising up their hands.
Mr. Chairman, read questions in the chat.
Please go ahead.
Chief Adesina, speak. Someone should mute Chief Adesina. Is not audible, please. Someone should mute him.
And unmute yourself. And we have to move on to the items on our agenda. In accordance with section 2481 of CAMA 2022, ladies and gentlemen, let me first respond to the questions and comments from two of our shareholders. The first shareholder, Antonio Mojola, talked about adverts that John Holt should do more adverts, including in ECOWAS countries, so that we can earn foreign exchange. And we should try and employ affiliate marketers who will be promoting our products at no cost to the company. We also talked about holding a retreat for stakeholders so that we can plan better. And finally, he talked about dividend payments. And consistent performance by. I thank him very much for his contribution. I can assure him that the company is doing all they can to advertise the company, and will continue to make efforts towards that end. The new concept of affiliate marketers, I'm sure management should take on board. It's a good suggestion. Anything that can promote our products without costing us an arm and a leg is very welcome. The retreat for stakeholders, I commend to management. They should look into it and see the possibility of having such a retreat. In terms of dividend payments, the board and management have always promised to pay dividend as soon as the cash flow allows, not just in terms of as soon as profit is made. You have to make sure that the cash flow is there to pay dividend and still continue trading. So I can assure you that as soon as management are able to improve the cash flow, the directors will be very pleased to pay a dividend. So I thank you. We thank you, Anthony Omojola, for your suggestions. Mr. Bright Nwabuogu also made some comments on the accounts. He talked about donations, and he recommends that we should look at the disabled, especially in Abia State. I can tell you that in areas of employment, we also provide for the disabled. We don't discriminate against them in employment. In fact, we encourage them to apply. As regards solar system and what we are doing, I will pass you on to the managing director to talk a little bit about what we are doing in the area of solar and other items related to it. Thank you.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, fellow shareholders. Thank you for joining us and thank you for your questions. Solar solutions, it's an important question, and solar solutions is the future. We have been an energy company for a very long time. We started off with diesel generators. We progressed to gas generators, and particularly because of the happenings in the macroeconomy, we have to consider solar. And solar isn't new to us. It's something that we started about 7 years ago. First, within the company, testing. We built up an R&D unit to produce a solar generator, a hybrid solar generator, which we tested for an extended period of time. We are convinced that this is the future because of the savings we are able to record. It has become more important to introduce that now because of what is currently happening. We have an association with a manufacturer in Hong Kong who will be introducing solar generators, and they have started selling. We're also extending to other areas, identifying other OEMs for solar panels, for batteries, for inverters, and charge controllers. So this is something we're taking very seriously, and we continue to do so. In the end, it's about ensuring that all of our customers receive value from the company, and we are going to progress on this basis. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Now that the accounts have been presented, we will now move on to other items on the agenda. In accordance with Section 2481A of CAMA 2020, I, as the chairman of this meeting, hereby call for a poll in respect of all the items on the agenda, except items 4 and 5, which are to disclose the remuneration of managers of the company and the election to the Statutory Audit Committee. Given that all the resolutions before us today are ordinary resolutions, please note that simple majority, that is 51% of votes, will be required to pass each resolution. May I call on the registrar's representative to give a brief explanation of the electronic voting instruction.
So I'll run us through the electronic voting process. Voting will be done using the USSD platform. So we'll display a slide. So on slide 1, we'll have the directive to dial *8011 *55# on your mobile phone. Next step, you press 0 with a device that has been registered with the registrars. If otherwise, enter the registered phone number. Step 3, that's instruction on display. Follow through with that instruction. Step 4, press 1 if you are casting your vote on all units. Otherwise, specify the appropriate option. Step 5, press 1 to vote for the resolution, or press 2 to vote against the resolution. Next screen will display a confirmation that has been captured. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Registration and accreditation for this meeting. In the circumstance, may I request that you use your registered phone to cast your votes as we proceed with the meeting.